This morning we're going to move from concerns around Whitehall and Brussels, particularly focused on yesterday, to the more international scene, the more global scene. And we've got some fantastic speakers through the morning. The first session is called Improving Global Structures for Scientific Advice, especially in the context of the global sustainability challenges thrown up by the Rio process. I'm sure, are going to be asking questions about, given the very diverse politics, cultures and values that exist across the world, how on earth can scientific debates be convened? Who should be at the table? How can processes be organised practically? And what are the underlying politics of such global assessment and deliberation processes? Now, there have been quite a few exercises of this sort and things that we can learn important lessons from. We heard yesterday about the IPCC, but also there's the Millennium Ecosystem Assessment, the International Assessment for Agricultural Science, Technology for Development, and others. And there are a variety of new initiatives that we're going to be talking about this morning, and particularly in this session, most notably IPBES, the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, Future Earth, and various others. And we've got a panel this morning who I think are probably the best people that we can have to get this discussion going. I should say that in the program initially we had 3 people on the panel. We may yet have 3 people on the panel. But Johan Rockström his flight from Stockholm has been delayed, so whether he comes in this session or in the next session or somewhere in between, let's run with uncertainty and contingency in the spirit of this group. But that doesn't undermine the fact that we've got Lydia Brito and Bob Watson to talk to us in this session. Lydia is going to go first. She's a forestry expert and engineer from Mozambique and has a fantastic track record in this area. She was Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Eduardo Mondlane University, was the first Minister of Higher Education, Science and Technology of Mozambique from 2000, and is now the Director of Science Policy and Capacity Building at UNESCO, and has been incredibly important and influential in forging a way forward within the UN system around the debates that we're all concerned with. Now, Bob Watson, I can't even do justice to his CV. It would take me the rest of the morning. But he has, as you know, been most recently the Chief Scientific Advisor at DEFRA, the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. He's been very influential in the whole development of the Tyndall Centre at UEA. And before that was the World Bank's Senior Scientific Advisor in their Environment Department. And significantly for this session also, he's been chair and co-chair of a whole variety of different international scientific assessments, of the ones that I mentioned earlier, and is currently part of the development of IPBES, Future Earth, and numerous other initiatives that I won't even go into and Bob can mention. So we're very, very privileged to have both Lydia and Bob to give these presentations to kick off the discussion. And I'm going to ask Lydia to go first, and then we'll have Bob, and at some point we might well have Johan.